It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon and it's time for me to take care of kennel chores. And at the end of this, everybody will get their food, and here's all their food bowls all lined out, and we have it organized and things labeled so that if people come and take care of our dogs, they can see who gets fed what. And we leave instructions for them, and says how much each dog is fed and medications and this sort of thing. And we have our board, which describes where dogs go in the yard, and there you can see their kennel assignments. And then we have 4 exercise yards, and this describes who goes in which yards. And we put dogs in yards that play well together. We feed Eagle Pack, and we've been feeding Eagle Pack Power for a few years now. We've also fed some other foods, but we find Eagle does well, and we're getting a break from both the company, and we're also being sponsored by the feed store where we purchase it. So that's one reason we stick with it. And we buy biscuits in bulk. Yes, that is one big box full of dog biscuits. We go through a lot of those. I really like this room. This is where we have all our food storage, and we've got a sink. And this room is heated, and we have medicine stored here, and equipment and snaps and everything that we could use here for the dogs. And if we go in here, this is the inside of the kennels. There's no dogs in here now. They're all outside in the yards. And I'm about to go and check and make sure the water in their water buckets is all clean and clear. The kennels inside here are 6 by 6, and most of them have, or some of them have dog houses and some of them don't. Some of the dogs just use the dog houses for play toys, and when that happens we remove the dog houses. But this is what the inside of the kennel building looks like. We have water access also in the ends of each of the kennel buildings, and this is one here. And we also have the building designed so that each end of the kennel there is a safety area, and we like having this feature. And you can see some of the dogs here. That's Nova and Kachina and Cooper and Abby out in this yard. But this allows me to empty buckets and go from one yard to another through a safety area without going through a gate with dogs on either side of the gate. And over in this yard we've got Blizzard. Hi, Blizzard. And Mr. McGee there. And Roper. And Blizzard's brother Donner. And I don't see Ernie, but oh, there's Ernie. He's out there too. Okay, well, I'm going to get busy with checking the water buckets here, and then we'll head back out and visit some of the dogs. This is the other half of the kennel. We have two sides, and we have largely females or neutered males. We have one neutered male on this side of the kennel, and on the other side of the kennel we have mostly males, except for one spayed female. And like the other side of the kennel, this one has a door at the end, and it goes into another safety area. And I'm now on the east side of the kennel building, and we're looking at Pepper and Cola and Rolo, and Cody's way out in the yard there. And then over here we've got Willow and Simon and Zena. And there's Kess. Hey, Kessie. Kessie girl. There's Kess. Okay. I'm going to walking out the south side of the kennel. And here, that's Blizzard and Donner waiting to greet us. And there's McGee. And there's Roper and Ernie. And this is the outside of the kennels. They're somewhat variable in length. They're approximately 6 by 12, but some of them are a little shorter than that. Okay, we're out in the yards now. And this is the doggy demolition zone. And this is the boys' yard. And they've got some pretty good craters going, but it keeps them busy. Hopefully it keeps the toenails short. And they're not digging next to the fence. There goes Donner. One thing that's hard when I'm in the yard and walking with them is that they have a habit of walking with me, as opposed to running around where we can see them. Sometimes I think these guys are sheep. One of the main activities in this yard among the boys is running around and watering all the trees. And they like to follow each other around and make sure that each tree is watered. Generally multiple times. That's Blizzard goofing around with a pine cone. But mostly it's kind of a lazy day today. It's a little over 50 degrees and Everybody in this yard is pretty mellow. And under my feet, as you can see. Now I'm in what we call the southeast yard, and in here we have Kess, who's under my feet with a stick, and Xena, and Willow, who's under my feet. Hi, Willow. And over here is Simon, who's chewing on something. Oops, that's Kessie jumping on me. Is that you, Kessie? What? Oh, she's got a stick. She's very proud of that stick. Kess likes to grab things and carry them around the yard, and right now it's a stick. Sometimes it's a pine cone. That's her tail. Willow! There's Willow. There's Willow. Simon and Xena really like to play together. I don't know if they're going to romp around today or not. There's a Simon tail. He's getting his head scratched. Whoop. Here they go. These two are great buddies, and they really like to rough and tumble. Sometimes Willow likes to come in on the act and pick on whoever's down. And Simon will take off. Hi, Simon. Oh, there's the waggy tail. Pretty soon he's going to jump up and knock my camera out. And looking out away from our yard, that's North Chilco Mountain way off in the distance. And kind of hard to see the top from here, but that's South Chilco Mountain. And then heading a little bit more to the south, that's Cedar Mountain. That's what our nursery's named after. This pasture out here is ours. It used to be a whole field of knapweed, and our previous owners named this place El Rancho Knapweed. It's kind of a local landmark. But we tilled it and had it seeded to pasture grass, and then we started harvesting it. We have an ag exemption on it. The trees in the background, there's 10 acres of those, and that's the other half of our 20 acres on the property here. So look at the kennel building from the southeast yard. House in the distance. Way off in the distance is the greenhouse. Now looking at the northeast yard, and that's Pepper. and cola. There goes Rollo again. This is all he likes to do. And meanwhile, here's my two buddies there's Pepper. And there's Cola. They just like to follow me around and get petted. There's Cola. I'm in the northwest yard now. This is Cooper and Kachina and Nova. Abby's in here too. Nova has something that she's hiding from me. What have you got, Nova? Nova! What has Nova got? Looks like a bone. There's a Nova tail. Oh, there she is. It looks like an Isla bone. You gonna let me have that? No. She just likes to possess it, and she likes people to chase her with it. Yeah, I know. Can I have it? Can I have your bone? Oh, I got the bone. I got the bone. Ready? Ready? Pretty Kachina. There's Abby. Abby's one of our 12-year-olds. She's an Alaskan Husky. Nova is a Samoyed, and she's a 6-year-old. She's also the mother to 3 of the puppies who live here. I brought her in 2007. Kachina and Cooper are Siberian Huskies. They're from racing lines. Last, this is the puppy yard, where we've got Rose and her sister Saffron, and Cassie. There's Rose. And there's Cassie. Disco. And Saffron. Saffron. There's pretty Saffron. Saffron. Yes.